Hey anyone, I had a bit of a weekend this past one. Went to Rosarito with the family, and really interesting thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's not something that happened to us, but it's something that I've heard about, and I met somebody that I should just get into it. Anyway, we were at the beach just doing a little gag that I was gonna post up, which you'll probably end up seeing before I post up this video. Well, anyway, we're at the beach. We rented this home, and as soon as we finished that gag, two surfer white guys. We're in Rosarito. Two white guys just walk up behind us and follow us up this staircase that leads up to the house. And they're obviously, we look Latin, so they're just speaking broken Spanish and trying to say, sorry, is it okay if we cross through here? And it's a bit of a private area, so we're really just saying, oh, that's fine, don't worry about it. And then I start to try to make them comfortable and try to tell them that we speak English, and it's fine, that no worries, you guys can come on through here. So anyway, they start telling us that they need to get a cab. They Their buddies, they were out surfing with their friends, and the judicial, which is I believe it's the Mexican police, showed up. They were just parked in this public parking. They got off their cars and went surfing. Judicial showed up with machine guns. They, I guess, started harassing his friends. In a way, they were really smart in the sense that they got their surfboards, went to the coast. I guess acted kind of like they didn't have anything to do with that. So anyway, they're at the beach. They're kind of scoping the area out, and the guys with the machine guns are really harassing their friends. The weird thing about it is they said that they had like a weird negative energy about them, that they just felt like bad people. So anyway, they tell everybody to leave except for his two buddies, which is his son's godfather and his best friend. They cuff those guys, and they tell everybody else to leave, and they got a brand new truck, a really expensive truck. And the beach kind of curves around, so they're kind of in a private area. They start to surf south towards where we are, which is about two exits from the highway that connects to all the coast. And they start telling us that they're not sure what's going on, that normally they harass them, they just want a bribe, and they leave them alone. But this time was different. They just show up, start harassing them, and cuff these two guys and take them. So they ask us for some help. We drive them over. They look for their friends. They're not there. They ask us for our cell phones. They start calling. Can't get a hold of anybody. They finally get a hold of one of their friends, and they managed to get across the border. I guess they were let go, but those two guys are still missing. Now, I'm not really a trustworthy. I don't trust people, I should say. So during this time, I'm starting to think, what if this is a scam? What if they're trying to pull something on us? So anyway, we cover on our own assets. My father came with me, and my cousin and my other cousin stayed with the family. And we drive around, we help them out, we call a cab, they use our phones. We do as much as we can. They're really grateful. I even gave him my t-shirt. He said he'd end up giving it to his son once he gets across the border. They were trying to give us money for the phone calls that they did, and I pretty much told them, you know what, no, save your cash. You might need it once you get across the border. You're going to need to talk to probably the U.S. Embassy or the U.S. government or something to try to get your truck back and try to get your friends. Hopefully everything turned out fine. I got their email, which I'll be contacting them real soon. This just happened yesterday, so I'll probably end up emailing them, if not tomorrow, then the day after. And again, hopefully everything turns out fine, because I have heard horror stories. The thing is, the Mexican government is very corrupt, and in a way they have really no choice, because you can't make money in Mexico by being a legit police officer. I've heard many stories where if you're trying to be legit, you barely even have enough money to make a living. So you have to take bribes, you have to steal, you have to do something illegal on the side to be able to make a living, which is really sad because that forces everybody to be corrupt. It's just the way that it is in that kind of country. And I mean, I've read plenty of stories where I'm already paranoid whenever we go down there. And fortunately, things like this have never happened to our family. And because of that, I mean, I'm not religious, but my prayers are with Andy and his family and all his friends. Hopefully everything works out for you guys. I'll be emailing. Maybe I'll even post up a video as soon as I know anything about them. I'll contact them and hopefully they find their friends. Hopefully they just got let go. Hopefully they got their truck back. They got across the border and they won't go through anything like this in the future or ever because they were good people. I have a thing where I can sense vibes from people sometimes, and not always, of course, but these people, Andy and his friend, had good vibes. There's nothing about them that made me feel like I should be scared. And not to say that I wasn't cautious, but they really were good people. I know this. I sensed it. The whole time I was with them, there's nothing that made me feel that they deserved anything that was happening to them. So again, if there's any updates, I'll go ahead and post it up and I'll let you guys know.